Hey, welcome to Tabletop Skirmish Games. I'm Lee, and in this video we'll be taking a look at the new Warcry roster builder that replaces the older Varanspire. So this is really cool, nice to have this updated, and a great way it looks like to be able to put together our new warband rosters for our Warcry games. So in this video we'll have a look at the warband builder, see what it's like, put together a warband real quick so give you a good idea of how the app works, and then we'll also have a look at this, the tournament tool that they've put together, and this is going to allow you to play an organised little tournament, maybe over an evening, something like that, at your local game club. So I think this is really interesting, and it looks like it's been put together really well. I've only had a really quick look at each of these two things, so let's dive in and we'll have a closer look at each of them and just see exactly what this warband builder and this new tournament has to offer for our Warcry games. If you head over to the Warhammer community site, you can see the recent article. I'll put a link down in the description below. And then as you scroll down the article, you get to this, the Warcry Warband Builder. So once you click it, that opens up a new page. That's this one here. So here we go. This is how to get started. We can put together our roster, choose our warband, give them a name, add all the different units, and then keep track of everything during the game as well. So really cool. So you can use this from the website, which is great. That means you can do it on your PC, iPad, or phone. So really nice way to do this, I think. So let's get going. Let's start with a faction. I'm going to go with my all-time favourite, the Corvus Cabal, and then we give our warband a name. Let's just come up with something. Cause. There we go. And then Cacao. Cause we want. Let's get rid of this. That's what we want. Right, now hit ready, and then this brings you here. So you can first of all choose your origin. So it gives you a little drop down there so you can choose some different ones. I'm going to go with, let's have a look. I'm going to go with Tree Runners. That sounds cool. And then you've got your roster and your campaign. So you can flick between the two. Let's do the roster first. So add in fighters. So first of all, I'm going to pick my leader, the Shadow Piercer. And then you get to assign different battle groups, dagger, hammer, shield, but let's focus on the actual fighter. So here you can see it tells you how many points, and then you can give your fighter a name. You can go for the background and then use the drop down menus. If you don't want to come up with a name yourself, you can literally click that and it comes up with one. So let's do that. Then we got the background. So I like the idea of patient cunning. I think that suits her. Then the artifact, if you want one of those, you can put that in. That's really cool. Let's do plundered relic. And then it gives you all the description there, so we can add one to the move characteristic. Heroic trait, let's go with plucking talons. And then any injuries, so any you require through the campaign, you can put that in there. Let's go with a cracked rib, and then that tells you subtract one from the toughness. So really nice way to organise this, saves you going in and out of the rulebook. So I think this is a really nice tool. Definitely improves on Varanspire for me, so really happy with that. You choose your battle group as well. So let's just say we put her in the hammer. If we go up, we should see that she's in there. And there we go. So we got dagger, hammer, and the shield there. So that's really nice. Now that's it. That's that one fighter done. So now we can add another one. Let's go with the awesome Shrike Talon. Probably my favourite model of the hobby. I think it's fantastic. The ones that got me started in Warhammer and collected in the first place. So yeah, love this model. Let's go for a name. And don't worry about artifact. No injuries just yet. Pop him in the hammer as well. And then that one's done. And it really is as easy as that. So we can keep going, adding in our fighters, giving them names, putting them in the different battle groups until we've got everything we need for that 1,000 points. So let's have another one, another name. That can go in there. And then we keep going. So add all your fighters. It's got them all listed here. And so hopefully all these points are up to date as well. That's something we've got to check through and have a look at, because that's going to make a massive difference, isn't it? So really good. And then let's do a couple more. Let's get it up to the 1,000 point mark. Why not? Pop it in there. One more. Let's go with a spear this time. Name in there. One more spear. Name, and we'll put that one in there. And then what we got left? We got 70 left for the 1,000. Let's do that. Round it up nicely. Pop it in there. Job done. So there we go. We got our total points, 1,000 points. We've got all our fighters in the different battle groups ready to go. So that's it. That's awesome. So that's our roster. 1,000 points, all done. Now, if we wanted to play a campaign, we can click this tab here, and then that's going to give us the options for our new encampment. So let's have a look. What do we want? Let's have a Dead Gnarl Oak Grove. And then the state of it, secure. Points limit, and then glory, reputation, all that in there. You can choose your quests from all the different ones. So if we go Spoils of the Fallen, that tells us all the details. We can add notes. Then we've got our achievements, battles fought, victories won, quests completed, campaign arcs completed, fighters killed, and enemy fighters slain. So this is alright, isn't it? It's pretty good. I really like this. I think they've done a good job of putting this together. Looks nice and straightforward, easy to use, and hopefully if all the points are updated, which it looks like they are, then this is going to certainly be something we really wanted to replace that old Varan Spire. There we go, so that covers how to put the roster together, and then once you're happy you can export that as a PDF, or you can get it then and print it off nice and easily. So that's really awesome. So that's nice and simple, great way to put together a roster. There's also this tab here where you can load an existing roster that you put together previously or start a new one. Then you've got the tournament one here, so a nice little tournament tracker. You can put together how many players are in there, how many rounds you're going to play, and then you can just basically start round one and start working through and keep track as you go. So that's handy. When you're finished, you can end the tournament, go back to your roster. So that's nice and easy. Now we'll have a look at the other part of this article, which tells us all about the Gnarlwood Champion, which is an organised play rules pack. This is going to give you 6 battle plans and 6 side quests, and this is great for a 3-round tournament, and as they suggest here, it's perfect to play at your local club or at home with your friends in just an evening, so you could get 3 games in nice and quick. So if we click on that, that's going to take us to this PDF, and then if you like this, you can download it and then keep hold of it to use. So this is going to give you everything you need to run this little tournament, and brilliant. I think this is really well put together as well. So if you're looking to do something like this, it takes all the hassle of planning and organising it out of the equation for you. So really quick way to get this going. I think this is something we'll probably be looking at in the new year. At my local club, this would be really fun to do. So it tells you exactly what you need to get started. It's even got the schedule there telling you exactly what to do, when to do it. The games are lasting an hour each. There's going to be 3 with some breaks in between, and then finally the awards at the end. And then you've got all the things like the tools of war, the games, results, the best warband, favourite game, all the different types of awards you can give if you want to. And then it's got your battle plans. So you just play these out and then choose which ones you want to go with. And then you've got your side quests as well, and it recommends here that the organiser rolls on this little table of 6 to decide which side quests you play, and then you keep all your results on these champion result cards. So yeah, nice and simple, well put together. I think this is going to help a lot when trying to put a tournament together. And when it's as organised as this, I think you could certainly do it in the time scale they've allowed, 5:30 to 10 p.m. I'd probably go a little bit earlier, maybe start just at 5 and then add maybe 10 minutes to each game. So you've got an hour and 10 minutes per game rather than just an hour. I think that's handy. I'd be tempted to even cut the break down a little bit, to be fair. Yeah, just a 10-minute break, and maybe try and make the games go a little bit longer, especially if people are playing it for the first time or maybe even the second time of playing Warcry. Then it's obviously going to be a little bit slower. So rather than feeling rushed and maybe not even completing the game, maybe just extend it in that little bit will make it a bit more relaxed, give you a bit more time to get through it. So there we go, that's the Warcry roster builder and this little mini tournament, and hopefully if you haven't seen it already, this has given you a good idea about what you could expect and how it can help you in planning and playing your Warcry games, and that link will be in the description below so you can go and check it out, have a little try for yourself, put together a roster, and then have a look at that organised play rules pack as well. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it helpful, and thanks so much for watching. If you did like it, please hit that like button, subscribe for more videos like this one, and don't forget to hit that notification bell too to join me here next time on Tabletop Skirmish Games. I'd like to say a huge thank you to my Patreon supporters who make these daily videos possible, and if you're interested in joining the community, it'd be awesome to see you there, and I'll put a link for that in the description down below.